Hi, good morning everyone. This is Stephanie Colubio, one of the reporters of Digital Self. So before we start with our reporting, I just want to give you an introduction about Digital Self. So in today's time, technology and social media is everywhere. Kumbaga, kasama natin palagi, bago tayo matulog, social media dito, social media doon. Sino ba naman ang walang Facebook, di ba? But let me ask you a question and I want you to analyze it so that after the reporting, you'll able to answer it. Do you agree with the idea of what you post reflects who you are? Is it a yes or a no? So now to officially start with our reporting, let's welcome Mr. Jerry Contreras.
Okay, thank you Stephanie Colubio for that energetic introduction. By the way, my name is Jerry Tufos Contreras. To discuss digital self, why do we have digital self, and what is netiquette. So before we discuss our topic, we will watch first the short video. Okay, thank you. Doon sa video napanood natin yung tungkol sa role ng social media sa paraan ng pamumuhay natin and sa regarding din sa digital self. So, we can't deny that social media plays a substantial role in our lives. Social media affects our daily lives. Sa social media, ginagawa natin iba't ibang mga ano ba yung mga ginagawa natin, mga pagpo-post, pagko-comment, and nagpe-play din tayo ng mga online games, ganon. So, what is digital self? Digital self is the persona we use when we are online or using social media. So, ito pala yung persona na pinapakita natin sa social media. Ito yung persona na kung ano yung ugali natin sa social media. So, why do we have a digital self? Researchers such as Stone and Hemmetsberger claim that the digital web allows us to try out different personas that differ from our real life identities. So, ayun. Sa social media pala, kung ano yung pinapakita nating mga majority, kung ano yung pinapakita nating mga katauhan or persona sa social media, ay iba dun sa personal na ginagawa natin o yung personal na behavior natin. So, halimbawa, warrior ako sa social media, pero sa personal, hindi pala. Nakikipag-ligaw-bira ako sa social media, sa chatting, sa mga friends, sa mga kaklase, ganun. Pero sa personally, hindi ko ginagawa yon. Hindi ako nakikipag-ligaw-biro, hindi ako ganun na masyadong maharot, ganon. Pero sa personal pala, tahimik ka o kaya maaral pala, ganon. Another example is nasaktan ng isang tao o kaya yung majority sa mga nasasaktan humuhugot sa social media. Ang ginagawa nila, nagpo-post sila ng mga punchlines, sana all may forever, ganon, o kaya sana all kina-crash back. Ganun yung mga hugot nila. Pero personally, hindi pala nila ginagawa yon. O, another example kapag ka nasaktan ka ng mahal sa buhay. Yun. Di ba majority sa atin tahimik, nagmumukmok sa isang tabi, hindi natin na-express yung emotions natin o yung mga feelings na nararamdaman, yung pain na nararamdaman natin within ourselves. But in social media, ginagawa natin, pinopost natin yon to express our feelings and emotions. Yung kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, in general kapag nasaktan ka, halimbawa, akala mo one-sided love, akala mo gusto ka niya, akala mo pinapansin ka niya, abot-abot tenga pa yung ngiti mo, yun pala, akala mo lang pala yun, and then gagawin mo sa social media, magpo-post ka ng mga hugot mo, pero personally hindi mo pala ginagawa, hindi mo pala madalas ginagawa yung ganong pag-uugali o behavior. So ano ba yung reasons kung bakit ginagawa natin yon, kung bakit iba yung pinapakita nating persona sa social media unlike sa personal, o kaya bakit tayo iba-iba yung attitude natin sa social media, iba yung ugali natin sa social media o sa personal. So first one is we want to meet the expectation of others. Pansinin nyo to, imagine yung mga tao, yung mga babae na lang specifically, ini-edit nila yung mga pictures nila para i-post sa social media. Syempre, wala pa naman tayo siguro nakita ng mga babae na nag-post na ganito yung post niya, hindi maayos yung itsura niya, magpo-post siya, pipicturean niya yung sarili niya hindi maayos, ipopost niya sa social media. Di ba wala tayong nakikita ganun? Majority sa mga babae, over 50% sa mga babae, ine-edit nila yung picture nila para i-post sa social media. For what? To meet the expectation of others. Siyempre dito sa society natin, ganun, mataas yung expectation nila sa mga bagay-bagay. Kumbaga. Second one is we want to boost our self-esteem. So yun, nagpo-post tayo, nagko-comment sa social media or what? Nag-upload and ganon. Iniisip natin yung reactions, likes, etc. Yung mga feedback ng iba. For what? To boost our self-esteem. Continuously, paulit-ulit natin ginagawa yon, pinopost natin para magkaroon tayo ng confident na heto ako, dapat i-post ko to, ganon yung iniisip ng ilan. So another one is to feel a sense of belonging. Diba, halimbawa na lang kapag ka sa personal, kulang ka sa full of attentions, kulang ka sa attention ng mga magulang mo, ng mga parents mo. Kung minsan yung iba walang friends, walang mga kasama, hindi nila nahanap yung comfort zone nila, ang gagawin nila sa social media, maghanap sila ng sense of belonging. Maghanap sila ng group page, group chat to join. Alright. Yung kung minsan pa nga nagpo-post sila, sinong sasama sa group page namin, sinong sasama sa group chat namin, and then ganon. To feel a sense of belonging nga. And then next one is bigger sense of freedom. And sa social media din, inaalaw tayo dito na express yung feelings natin, yung thoughts natin. And halimbawa na lang kapag meron kang status na ipopost mo yung mga gusto mong sabihin sa social media sa iba, to express your feelings and emotions. Halimbawa kapag ka sa trending na nakita mo sa social media, kaya may mga certain issue na trending sa social media, di ba, kapag majority sa atin, madalas sa atin nagpo-post tayo, nagko-comment, nagre-react kung ano yung mga reaction natin o ano yung mga gusto nating i-express. So yun, striving to be our ideal selves. So ngayon marami ng applications ang gumagamit ng mga Facetune, FaceApp to edit their pictures or photos para i-post sa social media. For what? To strive their ideal selves. Syempre, sino ba naman ang gusto na pangit yung to-post mo sa social media? Kung minsan i-edit pa nila, gagandaan pa nila yung background. Yung background pa nila, mga famous na mga lugar, ganon. So, sa kabila nun, na meron tayong freedom na gawin kung ano yung mga gusto natin sa social media. Meron tayong sense, gusto nating makiki-join sa mga group page or what, mag-post kung ano-ano dyan, etc. There's a limitations, and there's such things that we should consider, and that is an etiquette guideline. So first, what is netiquette? Netiquette is a combination of the words network and etiquette, and is defined as a set of rules for acceptable online behavior. So ayun, meron tayong mga dapat i-consider na mga behavior natin sa social media. Meron tayong mga limitations na dapat nating pag-isipan before we do an actions in social media, or we do in social media. Ano yung mga ginagawa natin sa social media, dapat natin i-consider kung ano yung acceptable, o kaya yung ano yung kaaya-aya sa social media. And that will discuss our group mates the etiquette guideline. The first one and second one will discuss Michael Bansifra.
Most of us are familiar with society's guidelines known as etiquette. Online communication has its own rules and guidelines for etiquette. These are often referred to as netiquette. Keep these rules in mind for any kind of online communication, including email, discussion board posts, and other online contact with your classmates or instructor. First, avoid abbreviations that you might use when texting or on Facebook, like talk to you later, laugh out loud, or other abbreviations. Not everyone knows what these mean, and even if they do, avoiding them will help communicate more clearly what you really mean. Second, make use of the subject line. Imagine walking into a library where none of the books have titles on the covers. You would have to open every book until you found what you were looking for. If you don't give your post a subject line, viewers will have to open your post to see what you've said, so always give readers a clue about what's inside. Third, it's important to know that all caps is like yelling at someone. You probably wouldn't yell at your classmates during an in-class discussion, so please avoid doing it online. Next, be careful with joking or sarcasm. Since these frequently rely on nonverbal facial cues or tone, they often do not come across very well in online communication.
That post you made was totally sick.
It's easy for someone to misunderstand your meaning or even become offended because they couldn't tell that you were joking. Finally, be frugal with exclamation points. Overusing these gives a much greater sense of urgency to your message than it likely deserves. Plus, it can make you seem like you're yelling or that you lack maturity as a writer. By keeping these simple guidelines in mind and remembering why we hold discussions, you can help make your online course a truly meaningful experience for everyone involved. Now go discuss something.
What a wonderful discussion, Michael, about 1 and 2 netiquettes. Be respectful on social media. Also be aware of all caps lock because sometimes people misunderstood. By the way, my name is Kylie Savila. You're reporting in 3 and 4 netiquette guidelines. Let's proceed to the number 3. Be careful with the humor and sarcasm. Being funny is a worth gift to us. Kasi yan yung personality mo. At happy kami to see that you are a funny person. But there was a limit. Merong limitasyon ng lahat. Hindi ka magpo-post ng joke na hindi makakasakit sa ibang tao. Kung magpo-post ka ng joke, kailangan mo itong lagyan ng emoticon to consider na it was a joke. Because some people will misunderstood what you want to say in your post, also in your chat. I will give example about communication barrier between you posted about humor and sarcasm. So, let's proceed. Paano pag siyempre, diba, as a student, we should avoid sarcasm. Yan yung rule natin sa online class. Don't be sarcasm during online. Huwag kayong magsasabi ng mga joke na makakasakit sa ibang tao, makakasakit sa ating classmates. So, we should think wisely before we post something sarcasm word. Or kaya, maglagay tayo ng emoji to help that it was not meant. It was a joke at all. Para hindi sila mag-isip kung para sa akin ba yun? May nagawa ba akong kasalanan? Ba't napilos yun? Ganun, something like that. So, kailangan yung pagiging sarcastic mo or pagiging sarcasm mo is nasa lugar yan. Hindi yan yung araw-araw mong sinasabi, yung araw-araw mong ginaganyan, araw-araw mong nagpo-post ka ng ganyan, and then syempre marami kang magiging kaawin yan kasi akala nila may pinapatamaan ka. Pero yung totoo lang, gusto mo lang maging unique, gusto mo lang pasaya sila. But of course, posting online with don't emoji, you will misunderstood that. So you should put emoji. But remember, putting emoji is not necessary in our paperworks. Siyempre, as a student, hindi naman tayo maglalagay ng reaction paper. Something funny. Hindi naman tayo maglalagay ng emoji na naka-smile doon at lumuluwan dahil sa sobrang tama niya. We should act like a professional also in online platform. That's why we have an netiquette guideline for us to guide a youth person, a youth people nowadays, because yung ibang youth talaga ngayon, hindi na nila alam ang terms ng communication in online platform. They use social media not to boost your confidence. To boost your confidence also, but not necessary is to making joke to others or putting something sarcastic word, because some people will be depressed because they think they're useless. So I want to explain that we should all be careful of what we post in online, because sometimes people will. So let's proceed to the number 4. Yes, grammar and correct spelling matter. Siyempre, kailangan pag mag-post tayo online, be professional, be educated. Hindi yung mag-post tayo ng something ng LOL, tapos yung mga jeje terms, ganun. Kasi madadala natin yun sa school, lalo na sa school. If maglagay tayo ng mga ganun sa school, hindi i-accept kasi yung paperwork natin should be professional and should be educated. At kailangan natin, kahit nasa online, kailangan ganun pa rin tayo. Kasi kung ano yung nire-represent mo sa online, kung ano yung sinusulat mo sa online, kung ano yung pin-post mo sa online, it represents yourself. Of course, it represents your self. So be aware of what you posting. For example, that's the example of should avoid this example kasi they don't have correct spelling and they don't have correct grammar also. Nagkakaroon ng communication barrier between the two communicator. The one who posts it and then the viewer of the social media. They will be misunderstood what you want to say in the social media. So be wise on posting social media. Also, makakatanggap kayo ng bash if meron kang nasulat na something na like good. At yun sa generation natin, kasama na rin yung mga matatanda. They cannot not easily adopt our terms abbreviation or short terms like SLR, hindi nila nagigets yun. Maraming mga matatanda na hindi nagigets yun. At nag-a-adapt pa rin sila kung paano yun umiikot yung social media talaga. So, be aware of that. You should avoid texting, wrong grammar, not kailangan mong buuhin yung letter, hindi yung masasanay ka kasi. Example, masasanay kang magsulat ng short letter like SLR. Madadala mo yun sa school. Madadala mo yung pagiging tamad mo sa pagsulat ng word, ng complete word. Next will be Stephanie Colubio that will discuss the 5 and 6 netiquettes guidelines.
Again, good morning everyone. I am Stephanie Colubio and I am here to discuss the 5th and 6th guidelines of netiquette. So we have the 5th, cite your sources. So basically, cite your sources or citation is reference of the sources or information that is inside your paper. So kapag may kinote ka, mga sinamarize or pinaraphrase na mga ideas na hindi sa'yo, basically, kailangan mong i-cite inside your paper. So, meron tayong tinatawag na in-text and end-text. Pag sinabing in-text, sa mismong paragraph, sa mismong sentence, nung halimbawa, kinote mo, nandun na yung sources. And then, yung end-text naman, pagkatapos, yung pinakalas ng research or ng paper mo, may mga nakalagay na references. Sa book ba siya nanggaling, sa website ba siya, ganun. So, why do we need to cite the sources? First, to avoid plagiarism. Siyempre, hindi sa'yo yung ideas na yun, makakasukan ka talaga. Kapag kinuha mo lang siya, ganun. Di ba may kaso na plagiarism? So, pag kinuha mo lang siya without citing the sources, pwede kang makasuhan and plagiarism na yung tawag doon. Second is, it shows that you learn. So, pag nag-paraphrase ka, ibig sabihin, words mo na yung ginamit. Although, the ideas itself, hindi sa'yo. But, since nag-paraphrase ka, needed mo pa rin i-cite yung sources. It shows that you learn kasi pinaraphrase mo na siya, hindi na direct na nilagay mo yung mismong sinabi ng author or nung mismong pinagkunan mo ng source. The next one is, it leads to the sources. So, once na kinlik nila yung halimbawa website or yung link na nandun nakalagay sa mismong paper mo, it leads to the sources. Or pwede din na after nilang makita yun, may mga other related articles pa na mabasa sila na pwedeng magamit din sa papers nila. The fourth one is provide evidence. So, syempre, to avoid plagiarism, it proves na hindi sa'yo yung idea na yon. So, it gives an evidence, it serves as an evidence na ibig sabihin, nag-cite ka ng mga example na alam mong hindi naman talaga ideas mo or wordings mo, diba? Last one is, it is the right thing to do and a professional and standard practice. So, basically, ayaw naman natin na kunin yung ideas natin without giving credits, diba? Because credit is due, ganyan. So, kailangan, gawin mo yung pagsasite ng sources para, kasi ito yung professional way or standard way na pagbibigay ng credit dun sa mismong gumawa o sa mismong may-ari nung ideas na yon or nung article na yon. Okay, so the sixth guidelines in etiquette is don't share or post inappropriate materials. So basically, social media, hindi siya basta-basta lang. Kumbaga, don't share it, don't post it kung hindi naman naaayon or hindi talaga kaaya-ayan tignan. Nakalagay dyan sa slides, you are responsible for everything you post and everything you post will be a reflection of you. So basically, yung social media natin is another self of us na nagpapakita. Minsan kasi, out of anger, out of emotion, nagpo-post tayo ng mga bagay na hindi naman natin dapat i-post, 'di ba? Minsan naglalagay tayo ng halimbawa, nasaktan ka ganyan-ganyan kung ano-ano pinagpo-post or kung may kaaway ka, minsan dinadaan sa social media, which is mali kasi pwede mong pagsisihan 'yon una. Pangalawa is ang social media ay hindi dapat ginagawang labasan ng galit or labasan ng mga materials na hindi naman kaaya-aya. Especially, these days, social media is everywhere nga. And may mga bata na gumagamit na ng social media. Even mga elementary students, may social media na, may Facebook na. So, think before you post kasi everything is one click away na lang in today's time. So, that's it for my report. Next is Miss Charmaine Base.
Thank you, Ms. Stephanie Culubio. And now, I am Charmaine Jane Base, and my report is the last number in Etiquette Guidelines, which is Be Forgiving and Data Privacy Act. Number 7. Be forgiving. Remember that not everyone will know these rules before posting. Try to be understanding of others when they struggle with written communication. It is very difficult than simply talking to a person face to face. Put yourself in their position and be considerate. Not all people will know these guidelines. Some may struggle with understanding and communicating through internet. It is completely different in many ways with face-to-face communication. Lastly is the data privacy.
The example of negative summary abbreviation and necessary. Do people really need to know what you are posting?
E. Exemplary. Are you portraying yourself in a model fashion?
T. Thought-provoking. Is your post stimulating? I. Idealistic. Do your thoughts show principle?
Q. Curable. If someone used the words in your post to define you, how would you remember? U. Understandable. Can people understand what you are saying? What about your tone? E. Essential. Is what you are saying critical to situation or conversation? T. Trustworthy. Do your words portray you as someone in whom people can confide? T. True. Do I need to explain this? Just don't lie, okay? Ever. E. Exactly what intended. Overall, that your post could be exactly what you intended it to convey.
Act of 2012. This law is made to protect the personal information of internet users. When someone posts your information without your consent, it is already under the Data Privacy Act of 2012, or also known as RA 10173. Example, I am a consumer and bumili ako sa isang online shop. Kinuha nila yung personal information ko kasi para nga naman mapadala sa akin yung item. Includes dito yung name, contact number, and address ko. And after ko ma-receive yung product, pinost nila yung information ko. Pinost nila yung personal information ko without my consent. It is also under the law. Parang labag na yan sa batas kasi hindi nila kinuha yung permiso ko muna bago i-upload yung personal information ko. That's all. Thank you for listening. Thank you!